Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to New Game Plus, our weekly exploration of post-game content and New Game Plus modes. We're continuing our playthrough of Atelier Rorona DX today. Did you know that the character designer for the Atelier Arland series, MEL KISHIDA, is a massive pervert who's really into feet? Well, now you do. Apparently, during the development of Blue Reflection, which is a game that Kishida worked on with Gust a little bit later than the Arland series was developed, they had regular fetish meetings, and Kishida was so vocal about his love of feet that they put a few special scenes in the game specifically for him, involving the protagonist's stinky feet. It's nice, isn't it? So there's none of that in Atelier Rorona, but you can see just a hint of it in some of the promotional artwork, where most of the girls tend to be depicted with bare feet rather than the boots that they're shown wearing throughout the game. That's your interesting little factoid of today that you probably didn't need to know or want to know, but, well, now you know it. Anyway, let's go play Atelier Rorona DX. Okay, welcome back to Atelier Rorona DX on Switch. So, let's just remind ourselves of where we are. Well, obviously where we are, we're in Rorona's workshop. What were we doing though? So last time we did deal with forest monsters, and we did that pretty comprehensively and quickly. We've done a bunch of these. In fact, we've done some of those that we haven't turned in yet, so we may as well go and do that first of all. Hello, Stack. Ooh, just one more needed. Right, so what else do we need to do? Do we have any requests we can do at the moment? Silkis, yep, we got some of those. So you can have those. We've got a barrel that Cordelia can have. Star metal, got one of them. Excellent, every little bit of reputation helps. And I'm going to itch my nose. Excuse me. Anyway. So, oh, it's still itchy. And you hate that. When you just have an itch and you can't scratch it discreetly. But, you know me by now. I have very little shame when it comes to stuff like that, apparently. So, it's not something I already knew about myself before I started doing this, but there we go. Anyway, so, most of the other stuff are subjugation quests. Which we could go and do, I guess. A griffin. I know that we are going to that area anyway, because it's part of the Stir Highlands, I think, that I want to explore a bit. Other stuff I'll leave for the minute. If I remember correctly, yeah, there is a griffin subjugation request as well. We can use that to get our last bingo card filled out. So, okay, let's pop back to the workshop. The good stuff, but it's not as good as the one I've got. Hom has been making bombs for months now, so she made us 58 of them. I don't think we need any more of those for the moment. So let's get her to make some materials. I think Gold Tyson is the best thing we've got at the minute. The things she can make are determined by things Rorona has previously made, so yeah, that's what you need to look out for. So let's get her making some of that, because that means we can make some better weapons for Tantris and Leonella. And let's go for trait count rather than quality, just so we get some interesting stuff going on with them. Do we have any facilities to make stuff ourselves? Polywool, we have enough to make a couple, and you generally need 2 to make a piece of armour. So let's see what we can do with that. No especially interesting traits. Speed plus 10 is quite good though. So alright, let's take those 2. And what traits have we got in here? Skill plus 10%, that's pretty good. stats plus 2, definitely good. So we'll take that. And synthesize. Alright, let's go see if we can make any good armor using that. That we haven't already got. So what are Tantris and Leonella currently wearing? Leonella is wearing a Rose Maiden. And Tantris is wearing Silky Outfit. Okay, so Silky Outfit is a level 4 outfit. And do we have Rose Maiden in there already? Doesn't look like we do, actually. Maybe we don't have the materials to be able to do that then. Okay, so maybe Leonella's already pretty well equipped. Or is that Rose Maiden? I think it might be. Oh no, that's just Madame's dress. If it's got the question marks on it, you don't know what it is because you haven't made it yet. It's definitely not that one, and that's level 1. Okay, it doesn't look like we can actually make anything better than what we've got at the moment. Fair enough. We can maybe make a metal bracelet. Excuse me, for Leonella though. Let's see what we can do with that. So, firepower, inflict poison, and convert. Those are lovely traits. And in fact, apparently all of our gold Tyson has those on them. So yeah, nice. Yep, and we'll have all of those. There's no cost limit on weapons and armor in terms of traits. So you just need the traits on the ingredient in the first place. Okay, so she's wearing Rune Bracelet at the moment, which is level 4. So this should be a significant improvement for her, hopefully. Let's have a look. So equip that. And it's worse in almost every way. Well, that sucks. Must be down to the quality, I guess. Yeah, okay. So she doesn't have any of the sort of added effects on that Rune Bracelet, but yeah, that's just not good enough. Oh well. It was worth a try. And Tantris, I think we actually found something for him last time, didn't we? Okay, so we got a Shadow Glove for him. Manly Iron. That's slightly higher attack but lower speed, more hit points, fewer magic points. Shadow Glove doesn't have any interesting traits either. Let's go with that for now. Because it does also reduce the cost of his skills, which is nice. So even though he's got fewer magic points, it's costing him less of them to actually use them. Alright, so that wasn't entirely successful, but we'll see how things go from here. Okay, no events to do, so let's just go a-wandering off to the Stir Highlands. It's 5 days trip away, even with the traveller's shoes, so it's a pretty long way away. Okay, into the first area. Lots of nice materials around here. So I'll be sure to grab some as we explore. Solid whack by Rorona to begin the fight against a mountain wolf who will probably die in one hit. Yep, as always. Those of you wondering when it gets difficult, I think we're probably talking end game territory before things get even a little bit challenging in terms of combat. Although when you do get to the end game, stuff does get significantly challenging with regard to combat. Because there's several super bosses. And they're a challenge even if you've got equipment as good as Rorona's got right now. So she certainly doesn't have the absolute best possible equipment it's possible to have in this game. So There is still room for improvement, certainly. And in the meantime, we have the opportunity to improve the other guys as well, because they certainly need it. Don't think reaching level 50 in order to get the adventurer ending is going to be a problem, though. I'm not super fussed about which specific ending I get, as long as I can see something I haven't seen before. That'll be nice. And as we saw last time, we're already starting to see scenes that I've never seen before, just because I'm taking characters out that I haven't really used before. So I'm seeing some Tantris and Leonella scenes. Interesting to see how those respective stories resolve themselves. In fact, I'd probably argue that sort of the interesting stuff in this game is more to do with the events along the way rather than necessarily the endings themselves. Because in my experience, the endings that I have seen, they tend to be variations on sort of, oh, Rorona did really well or quite well or not very well at all, and here's how her relationship with her friend went after that. No, we can't hit everyone. That's disappointing. Okay. Might have to be slightly more strategic here. Probably not by a lot, but if we can get Rorona's assist attack charged up, that would be good. I love the name Mini Demon for some reason. It's just, I don't know, it just sort of conjures up a lovely mental image of, like, you have a big demon, you have a mini demon. Right, okay, so let's try and do an assist attack or two. So, on that. And you set that off. You do a healing dance because you're getting a little bit low on hit points. Oh, we didn't have enough assist points. I should have charged it up a bit more. Okay, well, let's charge it up a bit more if this fight continues on. You're all doing damage. What's this all about? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it is going to get hard before that. Shut up. Right, we've now got level 3 assist. Right as the enemies are dying. Oh well, let's do it anyway, because the animations are fun. So, let's set that off on Primal Bird. And then you can do one of them. And then you can do one of them. Oh, they're dead. Oh well. Yeah, this isn't a game where you can overkill enemies. When they're dead, they're dead. I will show you a cool combo one day, I promise. It just might not be just yet. Right, onward. One exit from this area. So even the pebbles here are better quality than you get in other places. Alright, go, die! Which way? Let's try this way. Oh no, let's go that way, or shall we? No, let's go this way first. I just saw treasure chest now. It's like, ooh, treasure chest. Cotton flower, that's useful for something. I can't remember what. I might be thinking of a different Atelier game altogether. I remember there was one of them where I spent ages looking for cotton flowers because I really needed them for something incredibly useful, and it wasn't until quite late that I got them. Might have been Miroru. But yeah, if you need them in Rorona, they are here. In the Stir Highlands. No relation to Stirk. Stirk is very much a lowland sort of man. Hanging out in his castle, pretending to be useful, and not really convincing anyone. Especially not Esti. She knows his game. I really like the relationship between Esti and Stirk, just because it's kind of a reflection on sort of workplace friendships. It's like they both know that their jobs are pretty meaningless and pointless, especially Stirk, but in Stirk's case he has a sort of sense of pride over it. Like, even though his job is largely pointless, he does at least want to do it well. And Esti, quite rightly, mocks him for that. I just love the characters in this series in general. They're just really well done characters. And that really works as a combination of their designs and the way their personalities are depicted, and then just the sort of more incidental stuff as well, like things like their battle callouts and their animations and stuff like that. It's because you have a really strong sense of who all these characters are, and because all of the Atelier games, or all of the Atelier games in my experience anyway, are very small scale. So this is all set in one town and its surrounding areas, for example. That's really important. It's super important to have really strong characterization in a game where you're mostly based in one location. Because you're going to be spending most of your time interacting with that small cast of characters. So if that small cast of characters isn't likable or interesting, then why would you want to hang out with them? And this is something that I feel like a lot of modern games seem to forget. It's like, if you think about, like, Bethesda RPGs are my favourite example of this. Like, Bethesda RPGs, yes, a lot of them do tend to have a big world, but at any one time you spend a significant period of time in one place. You sort of stay in one particular town and you do its quests and you do its guilds and you do its whatever. But for me anyway, there's just no sense of attachment there. There's no feeling of the people in that place being real. No sense of them being designed as characters. I mean, like, yes, they may have names. Some of them may have quests and backstories for you, but there's just no feeling of real personality there, and it just doesn't really make me inclined to want to spend time with them. And the counter-argument to that, of course, is that Bethesda games are all about the world building. And yes, the world in Bethesda games is absolutely beautiful and designed in a very realistic way in many cases. But for me, anyway, like, you can have an incredibly interesting world, but if there's nothing in it worth engaging with, then, you know, I don't really want to spend any time in it. These aren't griffins. I thought these were griffins, but they are not. Okay, so let's do one of them. No, didn't even need the special move there. So, where are griffins? Let's look them up in the library. I'm pretty sure we fought one before. Yeah, there they are. Mythical creatures with eagle heads and lion bodies. They are believed to have been the result of bioengineering. So, they're in Traveller's Way. Or Traveller's Road, as it's been translated in this part of the game. Oh, that's annoying. I came all the way here. How much time have we got on that quest? So I have to do it by month 6, day 9. Oh, so we're getting a bit short on time with that already. Okay, so let's clear this area. Oh, we have cleared this area. Okay. Well, I guess we're taking a trip to the Traveller's Way. Fortunately, it's not that far from here. Only 2 days travel. That still gives us plenty of time. So, the griffins are there in the vulture nest from the look of things. Well, they're also in the griffin habitat, oddly enough. I think that's probably a more reliable place to find them. There you are. Hello. I meant to hit the griffin there, but never mind. Never mind. Let's use some skills. Why not? Venom Rush. Venom Rush! Nice! Good work. Ice damage on Iapuni. There we go. See, so it's just their basic attacks are a little bit underpowered at the minute, but their skills are certainly fine. But I tend to find myself being quite conservative with skill use in this game, just because they're... In the early stages anyway, there aren't that many ways of restoring your magic points. Yeah, you can get various items later on, or you can make various items, I should say, that will help you to restore them. But yeah, early in the game, you might find yourself struggling if you overuse skills. But, well, that doesn't really matter at the moment. So, Gorgeous Slush! Nice crits. And you can magic that vulture into oblivion. Lovely. Oh, we're full. Check the meat. Okay, let's send all this shit back to the container. There we go. And so we've done the request, but we need to kill a few more for the actual quest. So I think the best way to do that will just be to leave and come back to this area, just to respawn the ones that we've just killed. Because that's how this world works. Come back to the same place a day later, and everything is as it was, like you were never there. Hello again. I've come to tonk you on the head with my staff. Don't mind me. Whack! Oh, you can take them down in one hit. That's an improvement. They're also just starting to catch up with Rorona as well, in terms of levels. That's good. Alright, so we've done the quest now, which is called for 4 of them. But I think there was a bonus if we defeated 6. So if we go and take out the ones up here as well. Oh, good job, Leonella. 1 hit kills for all. I approve. Right, okay. That's... Oh no, hold on, 1 more, I think. Yeah, 1 more. Hello. I hit you on the head. Alright, time to go home. Just in time to turn it in. Put all that shit in the container. Oh, there's an event at Pamela's. Let's go turn this in first, just so it's off my mind. Oh no, wrong place. Actually, we do need to see Stirk, don't we? Lovely! Grind up a bit more reputation while we're on. That's all we got for the minute, I think. Alright, fabulous. So, let's go see Pamela. She's made her shop. Okay. Right, nothing to really worry about at the minute, so we may as well just go back out and keep on with the exploring and bumping up the friendship, I guess. No more events. So, back to the Stir Highlands it is. And let's take a look in this dead end that we unlocked. Should use some skills there. Rorona there to save the day, and he hasn't got any magic points back. But he can kick an Aphostol in the head. Aphostol? I don't know. Little demon thing. Hello. It's an Ordra of Ordra's Tail fame. You can have some ice action. You're not dead? Disappointing. Yeah, you can kill them in 1 turn. Alright, so you have that. You have some of that. There we go. There's a nice combo for you. Completely unnecessary. But why not? May as well enjoy ourselves. Oh, I didn't bring any bombs with me. Bollocks! Oh well. Let's not worry about that way for now then. Let's go the other way. I should know by now. I've played this game several times. I should know you always take bombs with you. Even if you don't need them for combat. There's always some stupid, dumbass rock in the way. Hey. Bye. I just realised they got their eagle legs on the front. I'm not sure what the traditional depiction of sort of griffin type things is, but I don't know. Would it make more sense for them to be in the back? I don't know. They don't make a lot of sense generally. I guess if they're on their front, they can sort of slash with talons, can't they? And those talons are a lot bigger than the claws they've got. Okay, did I look all the way up the other path? I don't think I did. Oh, okay. Let's go this way. No, duh, that is the way we wanted to go anyway. Okay, next area. Up into the snowy part of the mountains now. Oh. We are at insta-kill level. Let's keep fighting them though, just so we get some experience. The experience we're getting is still fairly meaningful. Yeah, nearly 200. Definitely worthwhile still. Up to the peaks. Come on, you two. You can do better than that. You can take down a wolf. You're nearly level 30. So I get a bit short on MP now. Oh. Disgraceful. Come on, finish it off. There we go. Oh, he's romping through those levels. I suddenly feel less upset that you don't carry your level across into New Game Plus in this. Like I mentioned in the first episode, the stuff you do carry across is your equipment. Or the equipment that you left on your characters at the end of the game anyway. And your money. And that's it. Which is comparatively not very generous in comparison to some other RPGs out there. But I can see why they've done it that way. Because as we can see, just the equipment, if you've got good equipment, that pretty much trivializes all the combat encounters. No bomb there either. Yeah, we're going to have to come back here. Can't even remember what's behind those rocks. It's probably not anything useful even, but you know, for the sake of completionism, I do like to still get into all the hidden passages. And there is a very cold treasure chest with some silvertite. Better or worse than goldtite? I can't remember. We'll check when we get back. I think we're good for this area for now, because we can't get through that rock. And there aren't any other ways we can go, I don't think. It's just this path. Okay, so back to the previous area. And we will take the other way. So instead of going up the mountain this time, we want to go around it. So, not up this time. Where did we turn off to go up? No, must have already gone past the turning. And this is the last area. Again, what I mentioned about world building earlier, it's like, yes, you can't freely explore the world in this, but there's a really nice sense of place and how these different areas relate to one another. This is further enhanced in Atelier Rorona, which has a much more kind of fleshed out travelling system. Because the whole point of that game is adventuring rather than just sort of moving out from a hub town. Tottori is actually an explorer. She's going around discovering places And so there's an even nicer sense of kind of place in that one. Right, let's go see if there's any quests we can fulfill for these last 8 days. Cloth. Yeah, you can definitely have some of those. One of them. Muffcut. One for you. Ice bombs. I don't have enough of those at the minute. Right, well, we may as well do some of these then. We want to get Tantress's friendship up, so do I have the stuff? Yes, I do. Excellent. And I have the stuff for that one as well, which is good. Alright, let's go do those for now. So, ice bombs and tonics. I can only make one of those. You may have a reasonably good one. I've only got one supplement, and that's why it's I can only make one. Fortunately, I think I only need one. And tonic. Where are those? There they are. How many did he want? My short-term memory in this game is so bad. I can never remember how many of each thing that people want. Like, even if they just told me like 5 seconds ago. Right, just the one tonic. Now, tonic, I believe, is actually a usable item. I didn't actually figure this out until Atelier Rorona. But I believe you can use a tonic to actually improve the quality of the items in an area that you visit. I've never actually used one. So, what we might do next time we go out is try that out. See if that actually works. Because that'd be very helpful if it does work. What else you got? Bombs for stack. Okay. Cloth for haggle. Val bombs, you can definitely have those. I have hundreds of the fucking things. And cannons. I don't have what I need for those yet. Yet. Now, I should say. And nothing else going on. So, shall we just get some crafting experience? Yeah, I think Silver Titan might actually be better than Gold Titan. So let's make some of that. Why are you not confident? Oh, because it's much higher level than you are. Well, let's save. If all else fails, save scum. 55% chance of success is all right. Let's fuck it. Let's do 3. Watch this. Try and make it as good quality as possible. Let's see if we can get some good traits on it as well. Howdy. Wish me luck. 55% chance of success. Success! Yes. Stuff. Bump up that quality. Have some speed. Howdy. Oh, look at all that lovely experience. Beautiful. And that's actually not a bad ingot either. So that can definitely be used to make a good weapon for someone. In fact, let's go see exactly what we can do there. Although thinking about it, I have a horrible suspicion that certainly some of Tantress and Leonella's equipment is made using cloth rather than metal. But we'll see. Yeah, okay, so... Well, we can try making the silver bracelet again. And see if we can get a higher quality one. Let's do that. Right, so we got an 80 quality one there. And then we got that one with all the traits on it. So let's see what that comes out with. All of these, please. Right. Let's see if that's any better. It's still worse. Why is it still worse? It's not a lot worse. It does have all those added effects. Can I take a hit of 1 attack and 5 defense? Is it worth it? Does that rune bracelet... That rune bracelet doesn't have any interesting traits on it either. So, you know what? I'm going to take the hit on that. Yeah, that'll do. And now that we've made some silvertite, we can set Hom off making some of those. Again, we'll go for trait count, just to keep things interesting. Right, and 3 days to burn. So let's make some stuff. Let's make some more of these. Because experience is nice. Everyone loves experience. And there we go. Oh, can't afford that one. Never mind. And that's the end of that assignment. I think we'll find we did rather well. See, he's got a sense of humor. Alright, what's next? Turn in something chilly to beat the heat. Evaluation depends on the strength of the effect. So we need to make ice bombs and spring cups for this one. And we've got until the 30th of September to do that. Okay, we'll just see these cutscenes and then we'll call that for today. So this is another one of the points in the game where someone will tell you that something is happening in a particular period of time, and you just need to remember that because the game's not going to remind you. So a week from today. Why could she be so motivated? We'll have to find out next time. So, that's that assignment done and dusted. I'm going to go ahead and save. And there we are. All good. Marvellous. Right. That just leaves for me to say, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please help out the channel by leaving a like or a comment and subscribing. Be sure to check out moegamer.net for new articles on Japanese and Japanese-inspired video games, new and old, every weekday. Every month, Moe Gamer features an in-depth exploration of an individual game or series as its cover game, so be sure to check the archives to see if your favourite has had a deep dive yet. If you'd like to support the site directly, please consider becoming a patron or buying me a coffee. You can find links to do both down in the video description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.